first one that everybody should know about is our 30 days of Thanksgiving prizes. I think we're up to 38 people engaged. Tomorrow is the cash drawing though. So tomorrow is $150 cash. You got to have $250 in orders in by midnight tomorrow night. Sorry.
I know.
And you already won, so you can't win.
I know it. That's why I said shucks.
Well, that's okay.
But that's okay.
But just a reminder too, send out, if you have people on your team, make sure that your personals know about the giveaways, because they very well could not know about it if they don't read their emails that often, whatnot. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to send them a message in the morning that, today is the $150 drawing. If you want in on it, get that order placed for $250. And shoot them some ideas of, how they can place that order, because, if they don't have a party booked, it's kind of hard to place that order as a party. But it's Christmas time. How many people here got their 30% off from Kohl's in the mail? I only got 20 this time. And we run to Kohl's, right? For 30% off, for 20% off. We get 35% off. Plus, if you place it as a party, you're also getting free hostess gifts. So I know I give all of my teachers Norwex. I give my Sunday school teachers Norwex. I give the UPS driver Norwex. I give my whole family is getting silicone baking lids this year for Christmas. I have 6 siblings, so their wives are all getting silicone baking lids. But it's good, and if you're, and sometimes for me, my family was the hardest to get hooked on Norwex. So gift it to them, give them, make your gifts that. I messed it up. So the giveaways. This was, I saw this post today and then I shared it and then I read the dates, but just want to make sure everybody knows that Brian, our regional sales manager, Brian Dill, is doing TC clubs now, the home office is doing them, and anybody that wants to get on those can. So to find out about, so he had posted on his Facebook page. I just want to make sure everybody is friends with Brian Dill, right, on Facebook. If you're not, if you got your phone on you, find him now. It's Brian RSM is his Facebook name.
Brian.
Because he is our regional sales manager and he is there for us. So if you ever, want some advice outside of what you're getting from the team, you have the right to call Brian anytime you want. That's what he's there for. He is there for our support. So use them. Yeah. And it's good. You can, if you want a kick in the butt, if you need that,
kick in the butt right here.
Yeah. If you need that jump in your business, you can set up coaching calls with Brian. It's, something different. It's hearing things from a different outlook. So make sure you're friends with him.
And he's very blunt.
Yes. Yeah. He's blunt.
He's
going to tell you what you need to hear.
Yeah. He's my kind of guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes women with women, we kind of are cushiony around things, and he will flat out tell you need to work, or whatever it is, or he'll tell you too what your strong points are.
He always says, "How's that working for you?"
Yeah. And he also looks though at you. He can tell you what you want to be looking at when you're looking at your numbers, because sometimes that's we don't really know. Well, what do I want to see? And he can help you that, and he looks very quickly at he can look at your patterns. How do you usually do in November? How do you do in January? How do you do? So just another avenue. Back to the 30 days of Thanksgiving prizes too. If you have dormant consultants on your team, don't leave them out of this. This is the chance for them to get back in. You can I offer my dormant consultants an incentive. I tell them that I will give them a $20 shopping spree if they reactivate and place that $250 order. So if they place that $250, I'm going to give them a $20 Norwex shopping spree to kind of offset the price because that's what they're paying. But it's not going to cost me, I can't afford to pay everybody's reactivation fee, but I can gift them with Norwex. So I do get a lot of people. And then, we do this incentive every 6 months for that reason, because they need to place it every 6 months, right? So tell them if they're ones that aren't, if they're not, they just want the discount, that's okay, but set them up. Even if you're not in the drawing, that's still, you should set up your consultants that way that they know If they just want the discount, that's fine, but just tell them flat out, okay, these are the 2 months you need to order, May and November. Yeah, we're in November, right? It just makes it easier for them to remember. I have a lot of girls like that they want to keep their discount, and so they do. A girl on my team just now, all she did was sent it out to just her close friends that she was placing an order to keep her discount. She got a $700 party out of it. Because if she's using it, her friends are using it, they all just reordered the things that they need. She placed, a $200 order herself to stock herself up. It's no different than when you have to go to Sam's Club or Walmart to stock up on your cleaning supplies. They're going to be spending it anyway. So why not do it with their Norwex? Okay. The other incentives this month, there is a really good incentive for the starter kit enhancement. This is amazing. So that's why we say don't rule out leadership conference yet, because this is a great deal. They're getting, with this regular starter kit, they get an additional $75 shopping spree and an Enviro wand.
That's over $100.
That's over $100, and a planner if they place at $250.
The tree is really cute.
Yes, and this planner is great advertising at your parties and stuff too. So you get one, and your new consultant get one if they place at $250. I did talk to Brian on the trip too, and told him that this needs to be an October incentive. So next year we'll be looking forward to actually having it before January 1st.
Well, and then if people don't earn it, that they could sell it in December or something.
Right. But I really do. I miss not having that planner from last year.
Oh, talk about that one. You do the consultant one first.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with consultant ones because, again, so as you're trying to get into the 30 days, this month is a great month to stock up your $100 basket. So this is the consultant specials that are in the newsletter, or they're underneath the incentives and specials. If you place 1,500, you get 10 of the new 2016 catalogs, an EnviroCloth, window cloth, dusty mitt, and then it goes up from there. 2,000 you need to recruit, but it will keep adding. This is a goal that everyone should have. This incentive I've loved from day one, because if you can shoot for this incentive, it keeps your business consistent. It's not over the top. You're not, working your butt out. You're not doing 6 to 8 parties to reach this. This is 3, maybe 4 parties. That's all it takes. 3 parties to hit this goal. And that's going to get you your free product coming in monthly. And it, sets you up just to be consistent, and you're not reworking your business every time. This is a great one to boost your sales this month. So everybody does know that the Hostess specials changed. I needed a reminder. I knew that it changed, and then I missed the other part. So I've already goofed up a few orders. I placed $589. So I missed out on my 4 EnviroCloths. Yep. And it's 6 buying guests. It was 5 buying guests in the past. So 6 buying guests and 600 gets you the bonus. This, if you're looking to get parties, this is a great one to promote to people for Christmas shopping. Because with this, all they have to buy is 4 window cloths. They have 4 basics to give away. Actually, more than that, because they get EnviroCloths in here too. This was a great one to promote to my dormant consultants. They did their Christmas shopping by placing their own order in this month.
I was going to say something about that. I will also say that with the 4 extra there, because we talk about boosting sales, I actually think that this boosts sales a lot more than anything else, because a hostess, if your hostess coaching properly, which Angie will talk about tonight, if your hostess coaching properly, you're not going to have any issues getting them to minimally that $600 level anyway, because that's almost $80 in product.
Yeah.
Just from the $600 level, it's almost $80.
Yes, this is November specials. And it's bath towels. Everybody loves bath towels around this time of year.
I don't believe I've ever seen bath towels on the list.
Not the whole set. I've seen maybe set. one large or something like that, but not the whole
like
set.
This. I've never seen it like this before.
I really like the way
I just think this is a great. Yes.
Yes.
And they changed up the bottom.
It's
Oh,
super
so
nice.
nice.
Yep.
Agree. Completely agree. And they made new stuff. And I like too that on the 15 buying guests, it's in a magnetic EnviroCloth.
Yeah, it's the
That's
new
like a $28 item. And people really want that item. they're interested in it, but they're not quite willing to get over the hump on the price on that item. So I really like that they've upped the game with the items this year.
Yep.
And I really love that on the bottom. If they could do
Yep.
that every month, because then
Yep,
it's
I
right in
think
their
they
face,
will.
because they don't go back and open up the little flyer once you've talked them through it, you know, they never go back and look at it.
Plus pictures are always so much
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, I honestly, I know it's not the same dollar value, but even changing the window cloth for the extra booking to a shopping bag, I love it because they're getting something different.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people for years were swapping out the window cloth for them because they didn't want 2-3 window cloths? Now they're getting something different. They don't really care what the dollar value. They just want the products.
Yeah.
So I love that. I actually started putting as a hostess gift. I think Otter talked about this last month. I started giving my hostesses their their products in a reusable grocery bag, and they love it. Like they're like, seriously, because they're already getting so much, and then we put it in one of the bags and they love it. The last hostess I actually had to give her 2 because she got so much free stuff, but it was worth it. And then this one again, to boost your sales. This is an amazing deal. $5 if they spend $75, they get the scrubby corner cloth for $5.
Really?
That's
I just
That's
want to say
an awesome-
something about
that's
this too. Okay, I am a really bad person at remembering these specials, so I've actually come to I print them out like I do the hostess specials, and then I put them in the page protectors,
I do too.
and then I lay them across the tables because people remind me that they want them then.
yes.
Then I can remember it by the third person.
And if anybody turns this down, I mean, people, you should be adding this to your orders.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that is a
No-brainer.
no-brainer. It costs you
I know. I did that with
$3
the
and
two of them.
75 cents. That's what it's costing you because you get your 35% discount on it. $3.75.
Yeah.
Yes, you should be purchasing these. All right, that is it for those announcements. And then we have a couple team announcements. Britt did book the cabin for our leaders retreat. Is it just leaders?
Just
or-
leaders.
Okay. So you have to be a TC or above to go. January
February 26th through the 28th.
26th through the 28th.
You can pass this around because they're already
Yes.
here. It's in Canton, Minnesota. It is a beautiful place. Now I'm planning on it's going to be $100 for the entire weekend, and that includes food. So from Friday to Sunday, $100, including everything that we're going to be doing, is what I'm planning on. And it's really, really cool place. So we have enough room for 12 people and only 12 people. I'm not quite sure how far that is from here. Does anybody know where Canton, Minnesota is? It's over by, kind of by Harmony. Well, kind of by Burrow too. So close to the Iowa border. That way.
Where is it?
Close to the Iowa border.
What's the name again?
Canton. It's called Amish Valley Cabin. Everything's wood.
Have you been?
No.
How'd you hear about it?
That's another story I'll tell you later.
So it sleeps 12?
That's why 12 is the limit.
I'll tell Sandy.
It's so much fun. Well, you'll get there. You're gonna get there.
It's 1 hour and 16 minutes.
Yeah.
From here.
And frankly,
66
that's really, really cheap for a 2-night
It's
stay.
just past Mabel, Spring
So
Grove,
they
Mabel.
feed us, or you, or we, what? How are we being fed?
You will be fed.
I mean, do you have to bring up?
I will be bringing all the food. Yes,
Oh.
but you will.
We know her.
That is built into the cost.
I know, but that's a lot of work for you.
Okay. Well, if you want to volunteer to make a meal, you can.
Well, I'm just saying.
You're just saying it's a lot of work for it.
So,
I'm just saying.
so quite in it. Yeah, isn't it cool?
So it's run by the Amish?
I think it's Amish built.
It was Amish built. There's Amish all around it.
Oh, Amish now.
So no, they do not own it. They don't do anything with that. So, but it's that weekend, the February 26th through the 28th. Like I said,
Pray
100
for no snowstorm because that would be. a
yeah,
hell of a
that would
ride.
suck. But and then I will say that deposit, a $50 deposit is due by January 1st. And then I got to figure out when I want the next time after that. So, okay. Do you guys have any questions on that? Nope. Okay.
Okay. And then the next one is our Christmas party is going to be
January
January
16th.
16th. I
Noon?
And where's it gonna
None of your
be?
kids have ball that weekend or
My
anything?
kids don't play ball on the weekends.
I don't think it's the day is.
What day of the week is that?
It's a
Jamie,
Saturday.
it's a Saturday. We're doing it at noon. We're
Where?
actually going to have it at my mom's house and 592 Crybeck Road, Coon Valley, Wisconsin,
592.
and 592 Crybeck Road. I'll put it up on everything. I'll
Okay.
put it on the Facebook page and stuff. In Coon Valley. Reason being, my mom has a ginormous house, and you can fit tons of people in there, and they can actually all see each other and talk. It's an
Cool.
incredibly open house. And it's lots and lots of parking, which could also be an issue. And the other reason for having it on a Saturday is because we want to try to get
Out of
people
town
who want to come from out of town. If they live a couple hours away, it's pretty hard to come on a Tuesday night at 6:30.
Right.
So,
Perfect.
but if you have it on a Saturday at noon, and we're gonna do a potluck, probably play games and stuff. So, but that's the day for us.
We could play bingo and you can learn how to play bingo.
So that's where we're at.
And the chart.
Nothing. It's potluck. So bring your own food. We'll bring a dish.
Yeah.
No,
Bring a
just
dish.
bring a
Pass.
dish.
And drinks?
Yeah, if you
For
want
your own
alcohol.
drinks, right?
Yeah, I guess.
mean,
I
if
think
wanna
we
bring
had
a
no
bottle of
problem
wine.
at Sandy's last year with people bringing.
Yeah,
I think we had more than enough.
Yeah, it was.
people are usually really good. It was fun.
It was
So,
fun.
kind of the same similar thing, but we're hoping switching the time. I want to get more people, and people, usually during the daytime, it's easier to travel to during the winter for that reason. So
And it'd be fun to meet some of the green team that's further north. It'd be fun
yeah,
if they could
north
come down
or
and we can meet them
south
again
or
because it was
east or
fun at
west,
national. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what we're trying to accomplish
be
with
cool.
that. So that's where we're at right this minute.
Brett, what was the date again on the
The
cabin?
16th.
February 26th to the 28th.
Oh, the cabin, the 26th. Yeah, sorry. Throwing a lot of dates at you today.
Your mom is Coon Valley.
Yeah, her address is Coon Valley. She doesn't live in Coon Valley, but her address is Coon Valley.
So, by the way, I need your address.
Okay. So,
Ooh, January
That's
16th, my
all
husband is
I
off.
have
I will be
for-
there.
For announcements,
Okay.
I think. Is there anything that you guys can think of for announcements?
I'll do mine first in the New Year's.
Yep,
Because it kind of leads
perfect.
into that. So, I'm going to talk a little bit tonight about kind of utilizing the holidays for sales and or recruiting, both. Because it's that time of year. And this is our best time as far as that, because people are Christmas shopping, and we need to get them thinking that, you know what, Norwex could be a really good gift, as we already know it is. So my first thing is because of Thanksgiving coming up, called a turkey trot. I will put this on the Facebook page as well, and I'll pass this around to you guys. Basically what it is you have 8 people who each go out and either put $100 order in themselves or collect orders to get to $100, or if they can get to $200, then they get two names in a drawing. So basically it's trying to get people to an $800 party. Now obviously if you get 10 people and you can do a $1,000 party, but what kind of like a mystery hostess in the end, they each get their name in for a drawing, and then you give away the hostess gifts to the winner. So, and of course you get subtotal A and don't do a whole lot of work from that aspect. So it's just getting them thinking, oh, what, you know what, Sally, you need Christmas presents. You know what, you might only have, $100 in orders, but here's a way to get in the drawing. So that's a little something to do. Also, of course, there's Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. I highly, highly, highly recommend going to MailChimp, www.mailchimp.com. I know we've talked about it a billion times, but I would start playing around with it now. From 2 computer idiots, it is very user-friendly, very user-friendly.
Mail Jim?
Chimp,
Chimp.
CHIMP.
Like chimpanzee. Mail chimp.
When we're, I mean, the other.
All together, yes. Yes. And play around with it now. It's free to use. So, and you can export your contacts from Norwex into there. So it's fairly easy to do. And actually they will give you tech support on it too if you need help. So, but I would definitely go through that. Cause I'm finding that when I do a MailChimp ad, running a special, I get way, 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 way better, response than if I put anything in my Norwex newsletter. More people actually get the MailChimp letter. So if you want to do either a Black Friday or even a Thanksgiving or a Cyber Monday, I plan it out ahead of time, what you want to do and how you want to do it. A few ideas. Some people just pick a few items that they want to give a good deal on and do that. Some people will give a percentage off on items. You could also do similar to a turkey trot thing, saying, you know, if you put in $100 order, you can even do like $100 basket with it. I will give you a choice of any of these items that you could pick out of that for free. So kind of like a cyber party that way. If you wanted to do that. I'm trying to think what other. You got anything else for that one, Ange? As far as running a special?
No, I think you can just put your own twist on it. You know, like you do what you want. Like you can just do a flash sale. You can do whatever you have. If you have inventory, do what you have allowed to have inventory.
Yeah,
you know,
then I'll talk
make
about
it
that
your
one.
own. Yep.
For the whole. Also, I have a couple other things here. So more towards the Christmas part of it. I personally, I'll tell you exactly what I do. I actually do not do a Thanksgiving sale in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. I might be missing out. For me, I don't care because my family's all in town that weekend, and for me, it's all about my family. And that's important to me too. You can also schedule your MailChimp to go out when you want to, but I don't have enough foresight to do that. So I actually concentrate on Christmas time for me. Here is a 12 days of Norwex giveaway gifts. This is a good way to get engagement on your Facebook page, and I'll pass this around so you guys can see, and I will also put it online. It's a good way to get more fans on your Facebook page, more engagement, a couple ideas to book parties, because obviously going into the new year, sometimes people's ball can stop rolling, so this is a good idea to keep it going from there. I'll pass that around. I actually do something called the 12 days of Norwex. And I always start at the first Monday of December. And then I run it for 12 straight days. And I send it out every morning at 8 a.m. Every morning. I have to do it the day before. I schedule it and send it out. And I pick a different item every day. So like last year, my first day was I do kind of like what Angie said. I carry inventory. So if I have a lot of bottle brushes, like this year, I have a ton of bottle brushes. Okay.
You just want to make sure it's something you can easily ship if you're going to send it yourself. Don't do just scale or laundry detergent because you are going to spend, it costs $6 to mail laundry
I actually addressed that in a sec. So what I do is I like to pick things. I have a substantial, the more I have of something, the deeper I discount it. Okay. Because if I have 20 bottle brushes, which I very well could right now, I'm going to heavily discount them because I got them free to begin with. So if I sell them for $15, I'm making $15 on each one. So it's not like I spent, you know, the $19.99 minus 35%. It wasn't like that for me. I spent $0 on them. And then people think they're getting an amazing deal. And yeah, they actually are getting an amazing deal, but I'm getting an even better deal. So I kind of go based on that. And I actually give things that you can't do in the catalog. So like on my first day, I would give single makeup cloths and single body packs. People could mix and match their colors. I did them $6 a piece. So they were getting a good deal anyway, because that's 3 for $18. So they're obviously getting a very good deal. I'm still making money on them, but they could mix and match them as well. Okay. And they're really cheap to ship. I actually do for my 12 days of Norwex, I keep a running tally of everybody's orders. And then I invoice them out on the last day. And I charge people if they don't need them shipped. I don't charge shipping so long as they're willing to meet at my husband's work because he does all of my shipping. And then I do charge half price shipping if they have to send them somewhere. So I actually do put laundry soap on the sale. And people have no qualms about paying for it because I do a good deal and they're very happy to spend the money. It's like Angie said, as soon as they know that Kohl's coupon is coming, they're going to buy. So I do that part of it. And then I also mix and match kitchen towels. Now, and I know we do that at trade shows a lot.
but a majority of people aren't buying those things at trade shows. They're not buying them at all. They're buying them at parties, and you can't mix and match a latte kitchen cloth, a pomegranate kitchen cloth, and a sea mist kitchen cloth. So I do that on my special 12 days of Norwex and discount them. Okay. So it's a trio then. And then I also make sure, kind of mix it up. I make sure that I put consumable products on there, like the hand cleaner, the foam soap, the lip balm, the rescue gel, because people are willing to try it if it's discounted, and then you get them hooked on it. It's how I got a few people hooked on the deodorant last year. So they'll need a reorder in about 6 years. But
Yeah.
right. So but that's kind of how I do mine, and I do it every day for 12 days. This last year, even with my discounts, I sold over $3,300 of Norwex for those 12 days. It was crazy. People were ordering. Now I will tell you, okay, let me tell you the downfalls of it. Just one. I actually only had one downfall, and it was one really, really, really angry woman who did not want the email and could not figure out how to unsubscribe. That was the only downfall I have. And other than that, I got nothing but positive feedback. I also put in there a special about January and February. I gave double hostess money. So if they had a $500 party, they would get $100 of free hostess because I needed the bookings. Okay. Because I highly recommend doing some sort of booking incentive in there.
One thing, we should be selling January now. We all know it's going to be the mop. They do that every year. Sell it now. If people are, not going to book by December, start pushing the mop now and be thinking about at your parties who has their eye on mop but didn't pay, didn't buy it.
Exactly. And
You
put
want
that in
to
your
book those
newsletter.
people.
And put it in your newsletter. The other thing I did last year, and I'm really glad I also did it, but you need to do the follow-up calls if you're going to do this. I do these little mini basics kits. I also have the papers on how to do it that I print out in our Party to Your Dream Team thing. I fold this little mini basic and I say a gift for you. I asked people if they knew anybody that did not have Norwex, did not own any Norwex, and I would send them this little gift of this Norwex. So it was a quarter of a polished cloth and a quarter of an Enviro cloth. And then they got that in the mail.
Can you
So-
cut the optic scarf?
In half, yeah.
Purple?
Yep. So that also, it's kind of, I call it paying it forward. So I did that as well. And that really, people get excited about that too. And I actually tell them that the gift is coming from them. So I send it, but I said, your friend so-and-so thought you might really like this. So, because then you're thinking about you. So those are my major things that I did as far as that. And a couple things were severely discounted. Like I gave car cloths for $15 because those reproduce in my bag. I don't know how. I always have a million of them. And I never buy them. I know.
They won't know though, because they're not.
Yeah, they're not on there anymore. So, but right now I have a whole, well, I guess I don't have that anymore. So,
Can I add another
ahead.
thing because it's the holidays. It's, people are thinking about giving and, just things like that. You should really do either a customer appreciation or do a hostess. I'll finish. Okay, go. I thought you were done.
I took a breath. I'm sorry. Pause. Sorry, I breathed for a minute.
Well, I think you're getting to your time limit.
Sorry.
I still have
We
to
were
do
so in
my
sync.
training.
We were so in
And
sync.
we just came back from May.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, right? Okay, that was the other thing I was going to say. I also do a hostess event. You can do a customer appreciation. I actually like to do a hostess event. I invite all my past hostesses from the year. I actually have a special event. I feed them a meal because I like to build the loyalty. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The longer I've been in this business, the more I've learned I need to build loyalty because nobody's loyal unless you build that relationship. And there's nothing more personal than having them over to my house. So I have them over to my house. I feed them like taco bar or potato bar or something like that because I do cook.
Did
And
you have my, I thought you did. It's 20.
that was 2 years ago. But this year I decided. Last year I did it at my house because I decided I like that better.
Yeah.
And I did.
And it is better.
It is. And then I'd make a little store in my basement. I feel like we're an old married couple.
Kind
We
of.
talk like it too. I put this little store in my basement. People love it. I do like a mini party and people learn new tips and tricks from each other. It's a really, really cool event that I like to do for all my past hostesses. And then of course they can book their party for next year. So, and I actually have a couple hostesses now that have a party with me every single year at the
Just
same
be
time of year.
invited.
Oh yeah, to be invited to the event. They know. They work for it.
So I have another idea on that same.
Go ahead, but you're probably gonna
Line.
steal the rest of my ideas. Go ahead.
I don't think you did this one.
Okay.
But you can do 2 events. This I have not done this, but I talked with a consultant a long time, and she does a customer appreciation night first, where she does her discounted products and order. You know, her hostesses are invited to that, and her really good customers are invited to that. And she does great deals, you know, in her house, sets it up, has drinks, has, you know, snacks, stuff like that, and invites them over there. I'm talking like $6,000-$7,000 in sales from this event. That event, then what she does with that is she has a separate hostess appreciation event where there are no sales being made. It's just strictly a thank you to your hostesses. And she, again, invites them over for a meal. She cooks for them, gives away prizes at that. What she gives away is the hostess reward she earned from her open house, her customer appreciation. So she's selling the thing. She does that event to pay for her hostess appreciation. And same thing, she has people that will book every single year because they want to be invited to that event. It's a super
It's like a
great
prestige
deal.
thing.
It is. And that's where you're going to get your future consultants and stuff too, is by building those relationships with those hostesses.
Mm-hmm.
And you get, yes, very loyal. You get referrals. You get, I mean, how great would it be to have somebody talk about, you know, yeah, I had a party and now I get to go and be spoiled by her and invited to a VIP party.
It would be nice.
So just different ways you can work it for yourself again.
Absolutely. Last thing. This is my last thing, I promise.
Sure.
I would have, I got a lot of
Keep
ideas
going.
tonight, okay? I got a lot of
Good,
ideas.
good.
My last thing is I really, 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 really recommend doing some sort of fundraiser / benefit of some sort. I know Sue does something that's very, very, very important to her, but she misses the boat because she only does it from your own proceeds, where you should broaden that and have other people get involved, because people like to be part of something bigger. And when they know they're part of something bigger that makes a difference, that really helps too. Plus, think of it this way. Somebody might have not bought Norwex because they weren't, not too sure, or a certain product they might not be sure of, but because you're doing a benefit for something or something you want to give to, people are a lot of times more likely to try that. Let's face it. How much popcorn have you guys bought, or massively expensive wrapping paper because of some sort of a magazine? I mean, the list goes on and on. This
Cookie
way,
dough, Holly Danes, if you're watching.
wreaths. I mean, there's so many things, and all I'm saying is, Norwex is something that it not only you're giving the money to that whatever special thing it is, but you're also getting Norwex into somebody else's home, and so it's like a twofer. You're getting it from both ends. So find something that's you're very passionate about and that you care a lot about, and do it.
So you state all the profit goes to?
I did one last month, and yeah,
Okay.
I donated. Well, I only kept was enough to cover like my books and that stuff.
Like 5%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and well, I kept 10 because I had to pay for like the flyers and stuff. The stuff that goes into it, and then I donated the rest to. I actually did it to, for a family whose 5-year-old son has brain cancer. So, but to cover their medical bills, and she's a past hostess of mine, and so, and of course I have a 5-year-old, and we have kids the same age. It's very close to me that way. So, but what I took away from that evening wasn't just the money given, but it was the camaraderie of the people that were there. And I had, there were 15 people. It was almost a $1,900 show. So, I mean, these people ordered, an average order was like $120 because they also went and got their friends to order on their order, or they ordered themselves. They saved up because they're like, okay, I knew this isn't a month. I'm buying Christmas presents, because that's another thing. They will buy Norwex Christmas presents if they know that money is going to a special cause. So it's just something, and frankly, it gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling. And you just never know whose life you can touch. And God only puts certain people in your life at certain times for certain reasons.
Right.
Just saying. So that was my last thing of the night. Sorry, your turn. I had a lot of ideas tonight. And if anybody wants to know my 12 days of giveaway and what I gave, I'd really love that.
Give you my testimony too. I did a fundraiser back in April, and I just did a follow-up party from that. I mean, same thing. I donated 30% of my proceeds, but then what I do at that is I extend it and say anybody that books a party, I will donate 10% of my commission from your party back to that same organization if you have at least a $500 party. So they're still making money. Actually, what I did at that one is I said, if you have a $500 party, I'll donate another $50 to the organization. I did it with team members. So I invited my team members to come and do it with me together. I think there was 3 or 4 of us there. We booked a total of 9 parties from that.
Wow.
And those parties multiply too, because you get bookings from bookings, so it's definitely, you should definitely do it. And again, like she said, it's rewarding. It makes you feel
Gives you
good.
the then you put it in as a $1,000 party or whatever, so you reap all that benefit.
Oh, no, I gave that away too.
Did you?
What I did was I gave away a lot of prizes. I gave away all my hostess.
Yeah,
so I did not gain anything from that night.
Yeah, there was no.
It was the follow-up afterwards. But do you know how many, I've gained a lot of customers too, since because they, it means a lot to people that know that you're doing the right, you're doing good things.
And we don't expect you to take all of those things
No.
that I said. I mean,
Do
just
one
pick
or two.
and choose. I'm going to do them all, but
I'm not gonna do them all in the month of November and December, but I got my February plan, I got my March plan, because that's my year anniversary, so.
Okay, so I am talking about, well, actually, first of all, I just want to do a quick little, who's on track for Hawaii? Or for, not Hawaii, I just got to
Puerto Rico.
Riviera Maya. Anybody know their numbers? Who's on track?
I'm on track.
Thank you. Anybody else want to go to Riviera Maya?
I do.
There's
but I
still
don't know if I'll
time.
ever get there because
There
I
is
don't know
still
if I'll ever
time.
Get an incentive,
How much do you have to make?
consultants.
How much do you have to make a month to get there?
Oh, I can't remember.
Me?
I was
About,
gonna say 5,000,
no, not
4,000.
about 48, 49-ish.
Okay, I was
49.
gonna say 4,000. but I
Okay,
know
and
I'm
you
not there
can
yet.
catch up. All
I
it
know,
takes
that's
is
what
1
you
or 2
told me.
months. 1 or 2 months to catch up. If you want it, you can get it.
Technically, it's 4,500.
Anybody that wants, here's a cute little thermometer. It does really help to track
I
it
want it, please.
and have it in front of you. And it really helps to have it in front of your husband's face too, because then
Yes.
he kicks you in the butt if you're not on track.
That is true. I won't.
Because so take one, pass it around if you want.
If there's extras,
I
I'm
will
gonna give them
say-
to my husband.
Mine might. Oh no, I didn't hang mine up on. I am on track. I am at 39,000 right now. I will be at 45 by December 31st.
Well, you did
One
awesome.
I am on my- Well, I'm gonna do whatever I can to. It wasn't just that month; it was the following month too. But my goal is 7,500 a month. So, and I know that
That's
May
not my
I
goal.
sell nothing because that's my crazy month with birthdays and family stuff.
This
So
was delicious. I kind of want
I have to have a double month in there somewhere. It is so worth it, you guys. The trips they're awesome. Even if they're on,
And
they're
this one's
amazing.
all inclusive. Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the best trips ever. I just
we
know
discussed it. We
It's-
discussed it.
everything's paid for.
The best Norwex trips are the all inclusive one. We went to the Dominican. The Dominican, in my opinion, was my best trip by like 1,000,000,000% because it was all inclusive. We never had to pay for a drink. We didn't have
You
to
don't
pay
even pay for
food.
excursions.
You don't even
They
open
give
your
you
own
money
door.
for excursions. Like
I mean, it's everything.
They didn't in Hawaii though, or what?
they give you an allowance in Hawaii. They still Norwex does set you up so that you don't have. I mean, if you want to do the extras and go out and do different things outside of the trip, yes, then you have to cover that. But We got money, cash, and food vouchers because it's not an all-inclusive resort, but they had different events set up. The first night that we were there, they had a huge welcoming reception that was absolutely gorgeous. The tables are decked. They shut down this resort. There was only 2 pool areas. They shut down the entire pool area for Norwex. We
How
got
many
the
went?
whole
How many
area.
were there?
340 something.
Really?
Yep. And it's just, I mean, you get to sit down with Brian went out paddleboarding with just Tim and I and a couple other ladies. It's just amazing. You get to sit around and hang out and talk with people. People give you their secrets. They tell you their secrets. There's not secrets, but they do.
Yeah.
They spill with you. They tell you what really works, why they're on that trip. It also, that trip is 342 of the top people in this company. You want to be around those people. You know, you really do. And it's just, you need to get there. So set your goals. Okay. And I'm going to do hostess coaching. So I'm going to share the credit with Audra here because she was going to train on this. And I actually took a picture of my office today to give you guys a little, I'm going to actually make you accountable. Okay. Because my office right now is horrendous. It's horrible. This is my office right now. When I sit down at it, it makes me want to throw up. Right? Who can get anything done when you sit down next to this? Right?
So mine looks
geez,
like
my
right
dog's
now.
kissed up on it this
I got half of it clean.
Yes.
Half.
So I am here tonight to tell you about number one, hostess coaching, because the hostesses they're the lifeline of our business. They're the ones that give us our paychecks. And we need to make sure we sometimes think like, oh, we don't want to bug them or we don't want to hound them. They went to book the party if they didn't want to gain something from this, and they don't want to have a flop of a party. So we need to help them. They don't really know what to do. They don't know how to get the people there, and we need to show them how to do it without feeling like they're hounding their friends, right? So number one, too, to organize, because we talk about picking up the phone, constantly making those phone calls. Well, when you're sitting next to that office, no, you don't want to make any phone calls because you're so depressed by looking at the boxes where your computer's supposed to be
And all the other stuff you're supposed to be doing.
So you really do need to set up your space so that you are happy in that space. Do something cheerful, nice quotes or whatever you need to do. I was over at Audra's house and I'm like, oh my God, can I just come over here and work?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, with 9 kids.
Because it's hard to keep everything on track too, right? Seeing if I can find, I got to flip through all my Hawaii photos to find this. Sorry.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, this flower looks good in my hair.
You're even prettier than you were before.
I didn't know it was possible. I had to look at myself in my camera.
Well, you should probably put that flower in your hair for when I come tomorrow. Britt.
Yes, right. Well, no, I look really good until I actually take the picture.
Oh.
And then it's a little iffy.
Oh my goodness, where'd it go?
And then I'm like, who's that woman that ate Brit?
Okay, so Audra did post this on our Facebook page a while back, but if you were like me, I didn't really understand what it was that she was posting. It's a hostess checklist, or I just was busy at that
So
time.
is
I
this in the
didn't read.
files?
Yes, it is in the
Okay.
files. I'm going to give you a copy of it tonight. I will tell you, I
But
didn't
I'm
get the
seeing
copy
files.
from
It's- yeah,
Britt,
exactly.
or I did get the
Good.
copy from Audra, so I made my own going by my picture here, and I couldn't read some of it, so there is some typos. Okay, but we'll download the right one on there.
It's already, Misty already did it.
It's already there.
Yes, it's there. It's on Facebook. And Audra does like to use this size on hers. I file everything from the first day that I started because Cindy showed me to do this. I keep mine in page protectors.
I do too.
So I want the full sheet because that's what size I have and this is how I file. So when I start a party, I get a page protector and my hostess information automatically. I fill out her hostess order form with her address, phone number, all that information on it. And it goes in here and I instantly too put a copy of this because this is what I take with to the parties because I always leave her with a copy of this. So that I have it right there. So the day of the party, I'm not going around scrounging, trying to put together her hostess thing. It's already there together, ready to go.
Do you usually do black and white?
I do for her. not for the customers, but for her copy, yes, I do black and white because I want to save on my ink and cheap. This then is the hostess checklist. Now I did add to mine. Otter had on hers the pre-party tasks and stuff, things that you want to do to coach your hostess. I just took mine and added it because I also have my post-party things that I need to make sure that I do.
And you're putting that on, right?
So, yeah, yes, I'll put my copy on there too once
Then we
I
can
fix.
kinda
the-
No,
compare
these
it.
are
Make
both
it our
on
own.
here. Aren't they
She
both?
doesn't have this one. I did this myself today. This is my copy.
Oh,
This will be on.
I took her info on this one and then I added all this.
I can't believe you did that already. So.
I did
The one
this all
that
by myself.
Is there from Audra's? Just
Double,
the
double,
double.
Double sided,
Got
yep,
it.
to fit on these.
Is this under the Party to the Green Team?
Yeah.
Yes.
Stuff? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is
Wait, hold on.
Audra's office.
Anytime
Isn't
we
this
say
awesome?
it's under files, it's always under the party to your green
Okay.
files.
Okay.
So everything is off her desk. I didn't take a picture of her desk. Her desk is completely bare and everything's up on the wall. She just used the 3M hooks so you can hang it up because when it's staring you at the face and it's nice and pretty and, you know, organized,
Can they see?
Oh,
Oh,
it turned
yeah.
dark, it turned dark.
No,
you
now
see
you
it.
can actually
Oh, they
see
can
it.
see it.
Okay.
So it's just hanging up on these clipboards. So Otter has the Norwex ones. These ones are Walmart. They're like a buck, something like that.
So those
This is what I use at trade shows all the time. And they have where you can hang them up on there. So you put your checklist right on the front so it's staring at you. And it has what you need to do yet. So you see it right there. So, you know, whenever, if you're, you know, just got done brushing your teeth and we're like, oh, I got to quick call her. You can take it. It seems overwhelming to do all this stuff, all the hostess coaching and to sit down and make all the phone calls. But if you just break it down by doing 1 or 2 calls, it's really not that hard to
Well,
do.
plus, if you have a checklist, okay, I did
Yep,
this.
good.
Okay,
And
I did
it's
this.
rewarding to check that off. It really feels
I like
good.
it.
to
And
make
in a
it check.
3-ring binder, it gets hidden. Because
Yes.
I mean, I have it all nice and neat in a 3-ring binder.
Yep.
But I don't look at it every day.
Right, because
I
it's
don't
sitting
see it
in
every
that
day, but I
binder and
have
it's
it
Have it
not
in a
out.
pile on your desk.
Yep.
No,
So-
my binders are good.
there.
The rest
What
of it.
I've done is I again like the full pages so that I have them, but again, I'm going to be hanging them up so that I have them right there. And yes, I'm going to do, this is my hostess for Sunday. So number 1, get all of our information there so that you have that contacted. So you're not having to go into your back office because that too. Oh, I got to call her, but I don't want to sit down and go into the back office to find her phone number to, you know, do this,
Or
do that.
email.
No, have it right there so that you see it. The date of her party, you know, yes, you have it in your calendar, but again, you don't want it in all these different places because it's going to stop you from calling her because you don't want to
'Cause I
go
can't find my
downstairs
calendar
to
ever.
get your calendar
can't.
or go out because you left it in the van from your party last night. You know, have it right here so that you have it right in front of you. And then just the checklist, hosted, packet, given, and mailed. This is usually done the night of the party, right? You usually do that right away when you get it. Hostess incentive given, if you give them an incentive, or this could also, see, this is where I needed to talk to Otter today, but she's too sick to talk. This might mean like that you gave her an incentive, like a pre-party incentive. Like if you collect, you know, 5 orders before I show up, you know, I'll give you an extra EnviroCloth. This might be a way to boost your parties too. Give her like a hostess bingo. And these games are out there. Go look under the Global Norwex Facebook page or, you know, just under files. Don't read all the negative stuff. Don't clog your brain. But look at the files because there's good stuff out there to boost your sales.
And if you find the good stuff, put it on the party to your green.
Yeah, share it. Share it.
We
If you
threw the
find
crap
something
for
that
us, so
works, if you find something, there is so many good things. And sometimes that's what you need in your business is just to throw something new into it, make it fun. Number 1, if you aren't having fun at your parties and if your guests aren't laughing and having fun, you're not going to book any parties. So
Is there
you got to
a
find fun.
Top favorite game?
No.
Favorite
It all
place?
depends on who it, because some people don't like to play the same game as other people. You know, it's got to be fun for you too, because
And it depends
Your
on
guests
the
can
crowd,
read through
too,
that.
What's going on?
Well,
that day.
what do you guys like to play?
Depends on my crowd. I
You
don't
do
really
it
have
bold.
one.
I'm not a
You
game
love the
person.
dice game. See, I don't like them.
I'm not a
I
game
like
person.
I know. I don't.
So I don't play a lot of games.
That's all
I do
I'm
more
like.
giveaways. We'll talk about that another time. But okay. Number 1, thank you for booking a text. Send her a text right away. So this stuff should be done immediately after she books that party. Within a day or 2, you should be doing these things. you know, the night of, give her the hostess packet. Make sure she, you know, has her, if you give an incentive that night for booking it, you know, booking the party. The very next day, you should send her a thank you. I send a thank you card in the mail
I do
because
too.
I really like getting. I actually brought some of my thank yous. that
I do
I bring.
too.
I don't do a
just not
text, I
very
do a
fast
card.
At it.
The you're awesome. Thank you, you're awesome cards are Target, super cheap. The ones on the bottom are from Walmart. I think I got 50 of them for less than $10. Super cheap. Send them out. I also send my hostesses a thank you in the mail. You know, a written thank you. This is what I didn't know it said. I thought it said confirmation card or I don't know.
It says
what that-
confirmation card.
confirmation card. Just confirming, is that the thank you card?
I'm not sure. I'm guessing I would combine
So
the two
I
and
would
say
do
slash
thank you,
confirmation.
and I can't wait to party with you on such and such a date.
November 15th
Period.
at 6:30.
So she keeps
Um,
the date.
And then she has on here Red Stamp created. So Red Stamp is an app that will, I haven't used it because I'm technology challenged and it's just too much for me. But it is an app. There are apps out there that can help. So you can schedule things to go out. You can,
It schedules texts.
yes,
for you.
it schedules text messages for you.
Again, you're dealing with two very
Yeah.
I still
So-
have a stupid phone, so it flips up.
Right, but those things are out there.
Not
So
gonna
if you
schedule
want to use
anything
them,
for me.
you can do too. There's things that are like dial my calls. You can actually schedule a voice message to go out. You know, so if that's your, you know, if that's in your area, do it. If it works for you, do it.
Yeah,
It doesn't work for me.
Get that
Snail
done.
mail works for me. But a text message is great. And you know what she does too is right up here, it says by your phone number, is it okay to text? Ask your hostesses if it's okay to text them how they prefer to be reached.
Yeah.
Because that's a big deal. Sometimes they're not getting back to you because they don't want to get back to you. They're not getting back to you because they can't. They can't email from work or they can't, you know, answer their phone. So find out how they can get a hold of you.
And sometimes they give you their home phone. Maybe she
Yeah.
prefers email.
Well, I have just when I was in the hospital, I had a party that Sunday that I had to get a hold of this lady, and I could not reach her. Well, guess what? I was calling the wrong. She could not answer, like the phone that I was calling. She wasn't at, or what? I don't even know which one it was because it's too drugged up to know. But I finally got a hold of her from a completely different number, and she hadn't gotten any of my messages. So make sure you find out how to get a hold of her. Another one, then party information is entered into your back office. That's important. A party link sent, so make sure you send her the Evite. I don't always do that instantly. If the party's scheduled 4 weeks out, I'm not going to send her the Evite right away because too soon is not good.
She'll lose it.
You do not want to send out, and she doesn't want to send the invite to her guests that early.
And
So write that down on this sheet, then write the date that you should do it.
And some people don't want the Evite at all.
Right.
Period.
Yep.
Now, do you create your own Evite?
No, on
Or
your back office.
we have an Evite on the back office.
Yes.
New to me, somebody will have to.
Oh, well, it's
It's
I'll show you
underneath
tonight.
her party information, set up host Evite. It says right there, set up host Evite.
Oh, and I've never even been on there, I don't.
So
think.
that's a perfect one to do. You should be doing that too for anybody that
You
does
probably
parties.
just doubled your party sales right now.
Okay. The hostess monthly specials, make sure those were sent to her because if she booked
They're in
before
my
the
package.
15th,
They're
she
in
doesn't
my
have the correct specials. Make sure she has those. Facebook friend her. Go and search her on Facebook and send her a friend request because then she will continuously follow you after her party too. So send her a Facebook.
But
request.
here's the thing about that. Okay, if you're going to do that, be very, 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 very careful on
About
what you're
post.
posting.
Don't be negative Nelly on Facebook.
Not only negative, Nelly, but don't take a stance on anything pretty much. And then
Which
What about setting up a separate group for your customers? I mean, I don't
Yeah,
really
you
want them on my
definitely can.
regular Facebook page, but can't I?
you
Yeah,
definitely can. I just truly believe I'm not gonna hide who I am. I want my hosts and customers to know who I am. So I'm not gonna hide it.
you can't friend somebody from your fan page.
No, they have to come and
Um,
like you on your on your Facebook fan page.
So, but I mean, and then the other thing is, I would make sure you're posting things about
About your business.
who you are, not your business.
Not your business. Do
Who you
things
are as a
about
human
who you
being.
are. so they get to know you. And there's training out there too. Like if you want to build your business on Facebook, go look into the training. There's lots of it. So add things too. If there's other things that you do, make sure you add it on your checklist, because I don't do the same things Audra does. So I'm, personalizing my
This one's
checklist.
already done.
My post party tag, because and then make sure you're contacting. And then there's a spot on the bottom too of like when you contacted her, because you want to have some contact. And this contact dates doesn't mean you have to personally talk to her. It could be email back and forth, a text message back and forth, but make sure you're touching base with her. Find out who she's got coming to the
How
party.
many times am I supposed to contact her?
Well, there's 6 on there,
Whole.
but you don't have, that's up to you. But that might mean like the first night is the contact. You gave her the hostess information. You talked to her. You sent her the thank you. This just any days that you talk to her. So it's also just to, track your memory too. Keep it so that you know what you've done.
Well, I know that contact 3 times and people consider you their friend.
Yep.
If you contact someone 3 times, they consider you your friend. Even if it's
Really?
a postcard in the mail, you're a business and you're sending something out and you want to advertise your business. By the time they see your 3rd postcard, they think, oh yeah, I know them. I've seen this card. Yeah, they're really nice. They send me these cards all the time. And all of a sudden they're your friend.
Yep.
Yes, it's a marketing tool. I learned that from a boss of mine.
And I think it's like
I
7
think
times
it's
in our
annoying.
direct sales business that the
They think,
7th time is when
I
you're
know
going to
this
start
person.
generating
I know
sales
people
from that.
because I'm like,
Quit sending me crap.
So 7 times
No,
of
but I'm saying
contacting
if
them. So that's
if
where
you
your
touch your
follow-up
hostess
calls
3
are for.
times, you've
I-
created
okay,
a
yeah.
relationship.
So-
That I can see.
Squirrel.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
They want the post party tasks. These are important for me because again, I want to build that relationship with my customers. We are in a customer service business. If we're not doing those, I know again, like the phone calls, we feel like we're hounding our customers and that we don't want to do that. But why wouldn't they just go shop at Walmart? You know what? Walmart, I actually saw their pet to dry towels.
Really?
They're crud. They're not anything like ours. But why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? If we're just gonna sell them the stuff and say adios, see you later, why wouldn't they just go and buy it? Wherever, Target, wherever, right? They don't have to pay shipping there. Like we are in a customer service. They're buying your customer service too,
Not even necessarily Walmart.
right?
Let's just say, like we just did Sparta this weekend.
Yeah. Crack shop.
What's to say I don't have one of Angie's past hostesses come up and buy stuff from me? Because
Right.
what does she care? It's building the relationship. So when they see that Norwex booth, they feel extreme guilt and walk right by.
I had somebody do that. She bumped into me. She says, I didn't buy from them because I'm going to buy from you.
See?
Yep.
That's
I
what
had
she
somebody
wants.
call me today too and say,
That's cool.
"Yep, I saw the booth, but
She went to Sparta.
Yeah.
Saw you guys.
That's what we want.
that's what you want. You want your
Okay.
customers
I
to know
Yeah.
that you're their consultants. So take care of them." So the very next day I took Audrey's advice from last month's training and I have been sending thank yous to every single one of my customers. I am also calling the very next day and I am doing this. There's no holds back anymore. The first thing I do when I take my kids to school, the next morning after my party, I'm calling every single one of those customers. Another thing is
Are you leaving messages most
yes,
of the
and
time?
you know what? Here's
Okay.
the thing. We've always thought like when we've talked about this how many times at our meetings. When's the best time to call? When's the best time to call? That day one call, you want their voicemail. You don't want to talk to them. You want their voicemail. You want to be that cheerful voice that says, hey, Britt, it was so good to see you last night. Thank you so much for coming to the party. That's it. Hang up. Have a great day. That's it. They're going to think, like, some of them are going to be like, that was kind of weird. That was funny. But they're going to see, she's going to go to work at Sisu and she's going to say, Angie, that consultant called me. And she's not even going to remember your name.
Yeah.
But she's going to say that consultant from the party called
She'll
me.
remember.
Yeah, she called me too. Oh yeah, she called all of us. That's kind of weird. Okay. Week after they get their product, you call again. Make sure. I just talked to a girl today. I was a little late on doing my calls because I was a little busy the last 3 weeks. But I called her. She hadn't pulled all her stuff out.
Yeah.
She pulled it. She's like, oh, I'm glad you called because I didn't, she had got mattress cleaner and I shipped it directly to her. So she didn't know that you have to lift up that seal. I told him at the party, but she didn't know.
The other
And
thing
luckily
is-
I called her before she did it because she would have wasted half her bottle. Then she would have been mad and she was going to say, don't buy that mattress cleaner. You use it all in the first time.
Well, and the other thing is, there's a flip side. You can
Oh,
flip
yeah,
screen,
yeah.
The screen on it.
Don't even feel bad if it's like 4 months later, because people still give you a very positive response.
They do.
You just say, I'm just checking out to see, do you have any questions on your products? Are you liking everything? Do you have any issues? I'm not selling them anything.
You're just checking in to make sure they spent a lot of money with you, and you want them to love their product. That's what I tell them. I want you to love your product.
You
I don't
do,
want you to stick it
right?
in a drawer and not use it.
You
You
guys
spend
do.
money on it, and I know you're hesitant to spend that kind of money. I want you to love it.
Look at it this way. If somebody called you, okay, what's something that's hard to put together? Let's say you bought a piece of electronics, and you got it home, you got your computer home, and now you've got your computer. Let's say HP called me in 3 weeks to say, how is everything going? Are you liking that computer? Do you have any questions on that computer? Would you be mad?
After I pick myself up off the floor.
Would you, yeah, right?
Right.
So would you ever be mad? You'd be like, are you kidding? You actually called me? And yeah, I do have some questions.
You
And
got
yeah,
all
I have,
day?
but that's
Right.
the thing. That's what
They
you're
do have questions, though. They really do. And they might be hesitant to buy any more Norwex because they couldn't figure out the first purchase they
That's
made.
exactly
Which
right.
is the basic set.
Right.
Drugs, meat.
Right, but they don't. And
I
when
wasn't
you
sure which one to use.
when you make those calls and you understand, then
agree.
guess what? You do so much better at your parties too because you know what they need to know.
I had a lady the other day bought the rags from me probably 3 years ago or so. And the other day she goes, Cindy, you told me they were going to last a long time, and they have. But I was doing my windows the other day, my patio doors, and it was streaking, like really streaking. And I'm
Never
like,
wash them.
really? And yeah, she washes them. She was using a bucket of water.
Oh, yeah.
Dirt, and after it got dirty, she was still, she's used to that.
Mhm.
Taking that bucket around because she ain't gonna run to that faucet and rinse that rag
Yeah.
out,
Right.
And I'm like, I think you got your, because they were pretty dirty, she said.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's
like,
usually
yeah.
simple questions.
It was, and I
And
tell
when you
people,
can
don't-
help them with that,
they
they
forget.
are like,
They
oh, you
forget.
just gave her a brand new set. Like they are just, oh my gosh, so thankful. So okay, and then so I send the thank you to all of my guests and non-attendees. That is extremely important too. People
yeah,
that do
more
not
important.
attend are more important than the people that are there. How many people, well, if you've done craft shows, you know how many hundreds of people I've ran into that
Yes.
bought something, couldn't go to the party, and they bought something they have no clue how to
Yeah.
work it.
Absolutely.
No clue. Or they bought just one of the cloths and not the
I
other.
mean, a non-attendee that ordered.
Yes.
Correct.
Right.
Well, if they didn't attend, they
On
didn't order,
my
you don't know them.
post-party
Yeah,
checklist,
right.
though, the non-attendees that did not come and did not order, that is on my checklist to make sure the hostess follows up with them. Because just because they didn't come doesn't mean they didn't want to order. So that is I have a send host incentive to collect outside orders from guests who did not attend. So I'm going to give her an incentive. If you, contact all the people that were on your guest list that did not come, not even that you have to get an order. I might give her something just for making the phone calls. You can generate a whole nother party just from your post party. I direct ship all my orders now. I really like that. It has helped my parties, like the couple that I've had in here since I started doing it. So when I get home, I've started again last month, Audra trained on this. I changed my shipping to just $6.95 flat. Everybody pays $6.95 and I direct ship everything. So if it's over 100, I pay for it.
Okay.
I just made $40 off of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay the extra $1 for their shipping. Yep. And I had a hostess that didn't close her party right away. Actually, she ended up she was going to close, and then I was in the hospital, so we ended up even later to close her party. But because I shipped those orders out right away to her guests, she got another $200-$300 in
But
orders.
direct shipping orders do not go out until the
I
party's
do them from my
closed.
back office. I do them from my
Front.
website.
From your front
So I
office.
don't do them because if you go into the party
Yeah.
and direct ship it under the party, it's not going to be shipped until you submit the party. So I go into angelawarner.norwex.biz, create them it takes a lot longer. It does, but I'm willing to do it because it makes me more money in the end. So I ship it out so that it gets shipped immediately.
But it's still part of that show.
but it's still, yep, and I select her as the hostess. You gotta make sure you attach the hostess, find the hostess, so it will still attach it to her.
Oh,
I
I didn't know
see.
It is a little more complicated, so think about it before you do it, because again, you have the problem if they paid with a credit card or a check, or you gotta figure that route out, because if they did have to, if their shipping was $9.95 and I only charged them $6.95 and they paid with a credit card, well, I can't bill their credit card because it's not the same
Oh,
amount.
I ran into that.
So you got to work it out. Either, reimburse them that $2 at the party. Tell them your credit card is going to get charged, but I'm going to reimburse you that $2 right now and give them $2 cash. Or you wait and you run your credit card somewhere else. I mean, you got to think about it yourself. So think about it before you do it. But
So then how does that save you delivering your goods to the hostess to deliver?
it's not even really that. I will still, depending on where they are. If my hostesses are close, I am going to still deliver her stuff because I want to see her again. If she lives far away, then I will ship her stuff to her.
Do you give her a
Mainly,
bag
yeah, I do. Mainly, I want to get those people that were there at the party. I want them to have their product in 5 days because they are shocked and they're using it instantly.
And then
the
they
buzz
don't lose
has
their
not wore off.
momentum. Right.
The buzz has not wore off,
When they
and
hold up their
and
20
sometimes
for
they're
another
getting their
week, they're just
products
like
before
3
we
weeks
close the
later.
party. We haven't even closed the party yet, and they got their product and they were at the party,
Oh.
and we haven't even closed it yet because some hostesses wait a week to close,
Yeah.
and they already have their product, so they're bringing it to work. My thing was my hostess was extremely jealous because all of her guests had their product and she didn't have hers yet, and she knew we hadn't even closed yet, so she's like, I'm getting kind of mad. They're talking, everybody's at work talking, bragging about their product, and I don't even have mine yet. I don't even know what I get yet. So it's helped. Make sure all of your customers are added to your Norwex website under your contacts.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, really kind of dumb.
No, I'm so behind.
So make sure you add them right away. And then I have some things like, that's the day after. I do all that the day after. So I just sit down and get all that in the next day, the next morning. 1 week after they get their product, make that second call, make sure that they're liking the product, if they have any questions. And then 1 month after, this one you can fluctuate. We've always said 222. I don't follow either. I do it when I can work it in. Sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's 2 weeks. I do definitely try to do it before 2 months because you know what? It's a perfect excuse to call them. Everything has a 60-day satisfaction guarantee, right? So that if you're hesitant, if you're feeling weird about calling, that's why. You know what? It's going to run up. I want to make sure you love it. I want to make sure you don't want to return it. And yeah, we'll take a return.
Ask a question.
Yes.
How long do you leave those up on the wall?
I don't. Okay, so I only leave it on the wall until her party, and then day one. Once I pull it down, do day one. Then for the 1 week, it's going to go into a basket for 1 week calls because I don't have enough space for 15 parties up on my wall. And then for the 1 month, it's going to go in there. What I do is I actually write it in another basket for 2 months or
You have them in
1
a
month.
basket? Do you have a picture of the basket?
My basket is really full of stuff right now.
Okay, just wondering.
It's in my basket. You might be able to find it.
I just
Where's
wanna know.
Waldo?
I just
Where's the
wanna know.
basket? If you find it, you get a prize. I have like the magazine, like the stand-up ones
Mhm.
that I put, and I've always used those. I also write in my planner what day I need to make those 1 week follow-ups and what day I need to make
Yeah,
those 2
I
months.
started
So it's
doing that.
in my planner
Mhm.
too, because depending on where I'm at that day. So I will sometimes grab this, like if I'm on my way to a 3-hour party in Wheeling, Illinois, I bring that stack of people and then I call them while I'm in the car for
Which
3
is
hours.
probably not a good idea, but I do
Right.
too. Oh yeah, I do the same thing. That's what I do all my
You
talking.
never call anybody while you're driving?
I try not to, but I do.
I don't text, but I have to call.
Yeah, I don't text, but I call.
It's just multitasking.
Yeah,
Dangerous.
Yeah. And some people have OnStar, like they can, Beth can,
Bluetooth.
whatever, she can do it amazingly. So anyways, so these are different things. Now, if you don't like the clipboards and stuff, like Putters was super cute. And then she had a really cute saying up there. It was so cute. She actually got this from Amanda DeSonia, who her office is set up that way. When I came back from
Who got it from her
Hawaii-
assistant?
Yes, who her
Give
assistant-
credit where credit is due.
I'll try to find a picture of one of the girls from Hawaii that was in Hawaii came home to her desk. Didn't look quite as bad as mine, but it was bad. and her assistant had rearranged her whole office, and
sickening.
she posted pictures of it. So it's kind of like
Look at
Pinterest
yours.
here. It will give you some ideas to do to your,
Yes.
because it's inspiring to have it set up where you want to actually do stuff. I also found these, which would work too if you don't want to use the clipboards. These are reusable envelopes, and these two can be hung if you want, or they can, I do think it's important to see that hostess staring at you.
I agree.
You can also have a clipboard for people that future, possible leads that you have right now, possible recruits, new consultants that you have on your team that you need to be keeping in touch with. Have a clipboard for them also, so that you are making those contacts to them. So I actually bought some extra clipboards today. Oh, and then I brought this too because a lot of people have been asking me how I file stuff. This is Angie's filing system. It's pretty skinny because I am way behind for the year because it's all sitting on my desk.
I know that's me too.
By Friday, that's why I showed it to you. Friday, my desk
Mine
is
won't
going
be
to be
there by Friday.
rearranged.
There's no way.
I want a
Um,
new picture on Friday. I'm gonna ask for it.
Please do.
And she will. I believe it.
Message me like Wednesday and say, is it half
Got 2
cleared
more
off yet?
days.
Okay.
Let me see your
I
progress.
need that. I need it. So I do this. I have a binder for every year. I have one for parties, and I have one for trade shows, and one for expenses. And then my paper page protectors. So I do my January direct sales and my parties, and I alphabetize them by hostesses' last names, so that I can find them easily. So if Gerd calls
only
me and says her
January, huh?
EnviroWand is ripped and she bought it from Brett's party, I'm like, well, do you remember what year it was? I can pull it up and I have her order form right in there. I can also, if I would stay up to date, which January, February, March, I'm pretty good. So this folder right here, if I filed in there and I have it in my planner, I can pull it from there. And then I have all of it right there. It's in my thing. So this is how I
stressing me
file
out
it.
right now.
I am very good at my expenses. Like once I've entered them into my spreadsheet, they go in month by month, all my receipts. So I have a month for January, I have a month for February, I have a month, and what I do at the beginning of the month. So any of my orders, so I have one started already for November. I actually have it here. These are my November, no, it's not. Those are my expenses.
That's
That's my expenses.
Can't you just?
The giveaway for the
search
30 days of
name in the
Norwex.
back office?
What's that?
Can't you just search the name in the back office?
To do my taxes though, like I can't go and search every single. So once I've ran everything, because when I'm done with the party too, and this is on my checklist, so I also have enter in my giveaways that I gave,
Mhm.
enter my
I have that
giveaways
in
and
mine.
Are you
expenses.
putting that on there
I
too?
have
Yep.
that on my-
Enter in my income. So this is my bookkeeping
Mileage.
stuff that you have to do.
Mileage. Did you put mileage on?
I didn't put mileage because my mileage is done a little bit like I don't keep my mileage by my checklist,
But you
but
should put that on
you
there.
can put it on yours.
Put that one on the team though.
Um,
Because I'm guessing the majority of people do. They can always take it off.
And then I also have, does she go into my list of $1,000 hostesses? If I have $1,000 hostess club, or if I'm doing a customer host appreciation, I put her on that list right away
Oh,
so I
good.
don't forget.
Thanks.
Because when you're doing a ton, if you're doing 6-8 parties, I cannot remember who my hostesses were from January. Sorry, I wish I could. I
know.
wish I was that great with names, but I can't. So I need to keep a list of those
And
people
in 5
so that I
years, you
can
won't even
easily pull
recognize
them up.
them. Seriously. They'll be at a party and you won't even know you had parties with them.
Yeah, but you.
So,
No,
like
no,
I
I
said,
will
make
not.
sure you're doing this. I have so many consultants too that they always wait until it's tax time, until after their taxes were due, and then they call me and ask me how they're supposed to do the bookkeeping. Sorry, but I cannot help you at that point. Do it from the beginning.
Yeah.
You have to have your system in place before you start the year. Like you have to have some type of system in place. I have a spreadsheet that I absolutely love. I've been using it ever since I started and I love it. Not everybody understands it. So that's another thing. You have to understand your system.
Do you have that on the party to your name?
Yes, it's been posted multiple times.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I like it. I think I've looked at it and I'm like, yeah, that's nice.
And I would be happy to do a little training on that, but I will not give advice on taxes.
No,
I think
wouldn't
somebody
either.
needs to clean up the files on our party type.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that either.
So that's mine.
Do you want to do that?
All right, pull out your blue tickets because you're gonna get 3 clipboards to get you started, some post-its because then you can, stick your notes around too if you got little notes that you need to do. somebody gets to go home and put up their office along with me this week. And these you could decorate. They're kind of blah, but decorate them with fun little quotes and inspirational
Laminate
stuff.
'em.
And
I'll send you pictures
Whatever.
of my office.
we
Laminate
should
'em
do
with,
it.
like,
You know what? I
wallpaper.
encourage
Scary.
everybody, send us a picture of your office, good or
Duct tape
bad.
them,
Send
fancy
it
duct tape.
because those of us that have offices that look like mine, we need to know that we're not alone out there. Okay. So let's do it.
Little stores. You said you had a store downstairs?
Yeah,
I
send us
put it
where you
up.
work. Send us
Inventory.
pictures of where you
I
work.
put it up. It's
Stock
not like that all
closet,
the time.
whatever. Ready? 024
No, no, we're-
736.
That's me, but I don't have to. No, seriously, give it again.
For office, but next year we're gonna be having the
No,
same.
wait, maybe I
training.
want these, though.
Same
Maybe I
training.
want
We're gonna
these.
have it.
Yeah,
think
okay,
it's
I want
good.
this. Yeah, I mean these.
Even for us who are here.
I really want this.
You don't want the post-its?
more than anything. We'll give them away.
Okay. 024
No,
All right.
right.
737.
Me.
Good for you. And can I put our extra things on the back here? Because I need that.
Thank you.
I will repost it. You only got one copy because I knew I had to change it and fix my typos. And I did that sheet today
I knew
in
I
the
was
middle
gonna win. I
of
already knew.
going in for
felt
doctor's
sick, Michael.
appointments. Riker had a friend over, and I was looking at this blurry picture,
Trying to
trying
figure
to
it out.
read it.
Yeah.
And figured
You
out
did
how to do
fine.
that.
You
You
did
did
fine.
good.
You did good. You did good.
Oh, another thing that I think is very important. It's all about the little things. But use colored paper,
Oh, yeah.
different colored paper, because it makes it look more attractive.
Oh, I
It makes
agree.
it look like you want it. You want to touch it. You
Freeze.
want to read it.
It's exciting.
White paper.
Decorate
Not so
it.
fun.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to look at that sheet today.
Decorate it. Yeah.
So make it appealing to yourself.
What's that?
That's the wrap.
What's that website for the stickers?
The booster.
The booster.
The booster.
The booster.
What was
Another
that?
thing that I really like that I
What is
so
that again?
The
the booster.
And
That's
what
like
is it?
it's stickers that you can put on your catalog, stuff like that. Like free is better, or book a party,
Or
or
your hostess.
you
planner.
sticker up your hostess packets.
I can bring them and show you guys sometime.
Maybe Audra will be here next month and she can train on that like she was going to today.
Stickers. We
Since
would
she's
have
been
time for
using
all
them.
that stuff.
Like the booster.com.
Yeah. The booster.com, I believe it is.
You have anything else?
No.
'Cause I had a couple things to say.
I think we should quickly just the ones that are here though. I think we should share numbers, who's top sales and stuff,
19.
or just people that are here. I don't know my team.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know your numbers?
Oh, like 63 something. But I wasn't sure.
I know. Nice meeting you sitting at the table.
You had
For
over
last month?
You had over
Yeah.
2.
I think I had, I know it was over 2, but I don't think it was 25.
I think it's nice to know.
'Cause you were on the
It's nice
top
to
10
hear
list. I know that for sure.
ups and downs, and even if you're down, you still stick with it. And
Yeah.
What are we saying? What are we telling?
what were your last month's
Oh,
sales?
last month? I don't know, mine were only 500 and something.
Hey, 500 is engaged.
Well, you're engaged.
That's
Engaged
good
is
to know.
engaged.
That's
You're gonna get
good.
married.
500 is very important.
That's
Mine
right.
was 750.
Nice.
Mine was low, it was 1,500.
That's
Good.
Free stuff. Yeah. That's what matters.
Miss,
0.
that's okay.
But
You know
you
what? You're
recruited
here.
somebody last month.
I did recruit
See?
somebody.
Well, good for
Just
you.
for the she just wants a discount, but hey,
Hey, we need those
that's how,
people.
that's how they all start, right?
Yes.
And those people are really important. They make up the majority of your team. They really do. The ones that are just placing, not even 250 every month, 250 every 6 months. They make up a large portion of your team. So don't ever rule those people out.
Agreed. I have 2 things, but I want to do it off camera.
Okay. Off.
All done?
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.